Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the chapter. The name of the chapter is leadership. You can see here behind me on the board. This is chapter number 5 of class 6 moral science. So today we are going to discuss about two famous leaders, or we can say our leaders of our country. That is, number one is Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation, was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar. As you can see, I have written it down on the blackboard also that Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar. And the title, the father of the nation, which was given to Mahatma Gandhi, was given by Subhash Chandra Bose. He was from an influential family where his father was a prime minister of the state. He was a shy boy and was not exceptional in academics. He went to London and studied law. Okay, this line, he was a shy boy and was not exceptional in academics. That means Mahatma Gandhi in his 10th exam, he failed for 3 times. Okay, after that, on the farewell party of a school, he was given the opportunity to come and speak on the farewell party, but he did not utter a single word from his mouth because of his shyness. Okay, okay. Since practicing law during British rule in India was hard, he went to South Africa to pursue his career as a lawyer. It was there he faced first discrimination due to his dark skin color. He fought for the rights of all Indians by becoming their lawyer. Okay, it was there where Mahatma Gandhi first faced discrimination because of his color. He was thrown out of the first class compartment of a train because he was brown in skin color. Okay, that is by the Britishers. Right after that, he went to South Africa and he began to study law there. After helping the Indians in South Africa, Gandhiji came back to India to set the people of India free. He pioneered Satyagraha, which is civil disobedience based on total non-violence. He gave up his traditional clothes and started wearing nothing but just a shawl and dhoti when he saw that many poor Indians didn't have proper clothes to wear. He asked people to weave their own clothes instead of buying foreign clothes. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison by the Britishers for his acts. That means the goods which were taken from India, the materials, the raw materials which were taken from India was taken back to London, England, and it was there in the factory, it was manufactured there, it was made there, and it was brought back to India, and the Britishers, they sell it in a high rate. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi told the people of India to start weaving their own clothes instead of wearing the British goods. In the year 1929, he started the civil disobedience movement, and later in the year 1930, he began the Soul March. That is, the year 1929, the civil disobedience movement was a movement where the people of the country, that is, the people of India, will not obey what the Britishers or what the rulers of the British tell to the Indian peoples. Okay, and in 1930, he began the Soul March. This Soul March was called the Salt Satyagraha and was done to defy the taxes levied on salt. Gandhiji, along with thousands of followers, walked 241 miles in 24 days and picked up a lump of salt from the soil. Changes started to happen and the British were under immense pressure to leave the country. After several days of fasting and struggle by Gandhiji and his supporters, India was declared free. Gandhiji was a great leader who inspired an entire nation through his policy of non-violence. That means Gandhiji adopted the policy of non-violence instead of adopting the violence. Okay, and after this, we are going to study about another leader, that is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Okay, you can see here it is there on the board. Number one is Mahatma Gandhi, born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar. Title Father of the Nation was given by Subhash Chandra Bose to Mahatma Gandhi. Okay students, now we are going to study about Mahendra Singh Dhoni. That most of you know that Mahendra Singh Dhoni is a former cricket captain of the Indian national team, and he has taken retirement from the international cricket test match. Okay, so here it goes. The World Cup final match was held in Mumbai on 2nd April 2011. The competing teams were India and Sri Lanka. This match was being watched closely by the cricket fans and world over. Both the cricket teams were equally poised. No one could predict what would happen, though India stood as favourites. Sri Lanka won the toss and elected to bat. They played extremely well and scored 274 runs in 50 overs. India needed 275 runs to win the match. It was the highest target score ever made in the finals of a World Cup. That means the Sri Lankan teams who scored 274 runs were the first target which was made with the highest target which was made in the finals of a cricket World Cup. India had a formidable task to perform, though they were extremely confident. As ill luck would have, India lost two very important wickets, that is Virendra Sehwag and Sachin Tendulkar, within a very short time. The crowd, which had come with great expectation from the Indian side, were disappointed. The crowds of India, the people of India were coming to the stadium with great expectation from these two fellow mates, that is Sachin Tendulkar and Virendra Sehwag. But they got out very early. Right after that, who came in? Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir played with poise and calm. So in the final match of 2011 World Cup, Gautam Gambhir scored 97. He was only 3 runs short of his century in the final match. After Gautam Gambhir, it was left to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the captain of Indian side, to mobilize all the cadres and demonstrate the qualities of leadership so that India could win. With Yuvraj Singh on the other side, Dhoni displayed commendable leadership and India won the match. The commentators and critics praised Dhoni for leading India to victory after a gap of 28 years. That means India won the second World Cup in 2011, but the first World Cup was won in the year in 1983. Now we have come to the end of this chapter. And in the next chapter, we are going to learn about more new leaders, about more new things in your subject moral science. And please stay home and stay safe.
Stay home, stay safe, do it for yourselves, do it for your family, do it for India. Let's break the chain of COVID-19. Hum hum ye kamyab. Jai Hind.